On behalf of the Vice-Chancellor, the principal officers, and management of this great university, and indeed the entire students' populace, I want to welcome you all to this important press briefing, which is to air out our 34th Convocation ceremonies that is kicking off today and that will end on the 31st of January. I'm highly privileged to welcome the distinguished senators of this university into our midst. This is the first time in the history of this university. I think I can say that boldly because I've participated in virtually all the convocation programs of this university, except the first one. And I know that we don't usually have members of the Senate, for press briefing. But Mr. Vice-Chancellor has directed that the more the merrier, and we are very pleased to have you here with us. On that note too, I want to welcome our distinguished media men that are here with us. You're welcome to our midst, and we are very happy to have you. Without wasting much of our time, let me quickly introduce those at the high table here. We have with us here the Chief Executive of this university. I like to describe him as a visionary and transformative leader. He's a master strategist, and not only that, he is highly industrious. Don't be surprised when you are on the campus 7, 8, 9, you will still see him working. I don't know where he gets the strength, the energy, and I hope he's transferring such energy to the other room. Permit me to introduce to you our innovative Vice-Chancellor in person of Professor Ayodeji. And of course, we have our amiable sister, a distinguished academic too, the DVC Aka, in person of Professor Olayinka. And of course, another gentleman, this will be my first time of working with him closely, and I'm not surprised. He's someone I can call, a perfectionist, and he's very, very hardworking. And that is talking about the DVC admin, and is equally the chairman of this academic ceremonies committee, talking about Professor Olayinka. Of course, we have the university registrar here with us, a seasoned administrator, and that is Dr. Bayo Urumoton. The person in charge of the heart of the university, and that is talking about the university librarian, Professor Fenitola Neke Odefade. Our Chancellor of Exchequer, I don't know whether to praise him or not to praise him. We had a lot of argument, at the committee level. If you ask for 25,000, be lucky if you are able to get 15,000 from the government. You will be very, very lucky. So that is talking about Mr. Olufemi Shoun, FCA. You are welcome into our midst. Then we have our provost and this here with us. We have the Dean Student Affairs, Professor Lausa is here. We have the Dean of the Faculty. We have Dean Faculty of Science is here with us, and that is talking about our dear Professor John Lauye. We have the Dean Faculty of Science, that is clinical, basic clinical, and that is talking about Dr. Wasiu Oloto. And we have admin, that is Dean of Faculty of Administration and Management Sciences, and that is talking about Professor Moses Olayinka. Then we have the Dean of the Faculty of Pharmacy is here with us, and that is Professor Latif Kasim. And the Dean Faculty of Education has joined us, Professor Yekini Ugutimei. And of course, we have the Dean of Basic Medical Science, Professor Mrs. M. Agboola. I can see the Provost of the Postgraduate School, Professor Olusegun Adebayo Lawal. Then we have our Deputy Registrars here, the PR Student Affairs, and that is talking about Mr. Chuaga. We have the PR Senate, Mrs. Olayinka, the PR Staff, Mrs. Billy Chodia, and of course the DR Academic Affairs, and that is talking about Mrs. Adesoye. Who else? Dr. Wale Balogun is here, and he works directly with me in the Corporate Affairs Division. My very self, I still remain New York Wale, Deputy Registrar, Corporate Affairs Division. Without wasting much of our time, I would like to invite members of the press to please introduce themselves.
Good morning, sirs and ma'am. Ayodeji is my name, Fresh FM Radio.
Good morning, sirs and ma'am. My name is Bakori Taiwo. I write for the Punch newspapers. Good morning, I'm Dawood, editor of Platform Party.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, ma'am.
My name is Taiwo Jima. I write for New Telegraph newspaper.
Good morning, sir. Good morning. I'm Adeola Lagudu from Ogun Radio, OGBC 90.5 from Abuja.
Good morning, sirs. My name is Baru Rufai. I report for Gateway Times, Nigeria.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, ma'am. My name is Olayinka. I'm a student journalist and reporting for Ayodeji newspaper. I'm from the Department of Mass Communication.
Good morning, sirs. Good morning, mass. My name is Tony Ajibola. I report for OOU 92.1 FM.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, mass. My name is Henry Jackson, and I also report for OOU.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. I am Laolu Harold. I'm with the Nigerian Tribune.
Good morning, everyone. I am Olakunle Balogun, Eagle 102.5 FM.
Good morning, sirs and ma'am. My name is Agboola from Eagle 102.5 FM.
Good morning, sirs and ma'am. I'm Emileke Odebo, a student journalist reporting for Ayodeji newspaper, Department of Mass Communication.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Good morning, ma'am. My name is Judy Taro for Super FM 96.3.
Good morning, sir. Good morning. My name is Roger from Super FM 96.3.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, ma'am. My name is Olayinka from Super 96.3.
Thank you very much. You are heartily welcome to our university. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, sir, these are probably the best crop of journalists that we can get in this country. And I want to tell you that we are going to give us the very best. Without wasting much of our time, it's my pleasure to invite Mr. Vice-Chancellor to please address this city. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, sir.
That is my heart to welcome you all to this press briefing marking the beginning of the 34th Convocation ceremony of Adia University. As I welcome you to the new year 2025, let me quickly acknowledge the official support the university has been enjoying from the media since my assumption of duty as the Vice-Chancellor in October 2022. Your cooperation and positive publicity have added more value to our collective efforts in building a favorable public image and a viable goodwill for Adia University. This ceremony is in respect of the award of bachelor degrees, postgraduate diplomas, higher degrees, and conferment of honorary degrees. The ceremonies are scheduled to start tomorrow, and the details are shown below. The only thing we are doing today is just a briefing, but from tomorrow, because health is wealth, I'm a medical doctor. So we are starting with health work. And we believe that even the press join us tomorrow is not too much, so that we know the level of your health. And I check before we start the exercise with us. And then when we finish, we also check it again. After that, we be doing the Greek and engineering show. That'll be around 10 o'clock in the morning, and then in the afternoon, we then be at the Jumat service for all of us to start with the prayer. And then on Sunday, we'll go to chapel for convocation service. And then on Monday is one of those days that we need to use to pass message to the public. And every year, performing arts department have been doing that for us comfortably. And so when this convocation play, it is titled "Who's Afraid of Solari" by February officers. That will be done by 4 p.m. on Monday. In the morning of Monday, we also we are going to be having the 170 PhD graduates assembling in this hall. We believe that that's the highest degree we can have in the university system. And so we'll be having an interaction with them to show the experiences and then giving them the opportunity to sit down in a hallowed chamber. So this is the hallowed chamber of the university. This is the Senate chamber. And so for you to get the highest degree of this university, we need to honor you by allowing you to sit down in our hallowed chamber. So that will be done on Monday, 12 o'clock, and we'll dance together, we share the experiences, and we can also start the mentoring immediately, because we hope that they are the one we are going to hand over the party to eventually. On Tuesday, we having the novelty match, female versus male staff. We want to see there are so many of them that are very skillful, we want to see. But this one, they will not be carrying ball. They will use their leg, but they used to use their hand to carry the ball. So we see more of them on that day. Then on Wednesday, we start the award of ceremonies for first degree. And we divided them into different faculties. So on that day, we are expecting 5 faculties to start on Wednesday. Faculty of Arts, Faculty of Basic Medical Sciences, Faculty of Education, Faculty of Law, and of course, Faculty of Pharmacy. Okay, there are 6 of them, and then Faculty of Social Sciences. The following day, on the 30th of January, which is on Thursday, we are expecting the debating faculties to assemble. Faculty of Administration and Management Sciences, Faculty of Agricultural Management and Rural Development, Faculty of Agricultural Production and Renewable Resources, Faculty of Medical Sciences, Faculty of Engineering, and of course, Faculty of Environmental Studies. The last but not the least, we are all the sciences program starts with, and that is Faculty of Science. And on Friday, which is the grand finale, we'll be having a convocation lecture titled Tech Fund and Educational Development in Nigeria, the history, the treasures, and the future. And we are expecting the acting executive secretary of Tech Fund to deliver that lecture. Architect Sunday Selvas Togo Echelon will be the one to give the lecture. And then we are having the conferment of honorary degree to one of the best in this country. And then the conferment of postgraduate degrees and award of prizes, all will be done on Friday. Distinguished audience, I'd like to note at this junction that this event wouldn't have been possible without the cooperation of the students, unelected effort and dedication of our staff, commitment of the leadership of the institution, as well as the support of the state government, under the leadership of our visitor and governor of the state, His Excellency President Agboola. The council has also been excellent in their support in making sure that all that we wanted in this university is achievable. Therefore, I'm so pleased to inform you that a total number of 6,209 undergraduates, including 5,793 regular students and 416 part-time, will convoke for this academic section, for the last academic session, 2023-2024 academic session. In addition, we are looking at the total of 741 postgraduates. This will cover both the diplomas and the degrees, comprising of 571 postgraduate diplomas from masters and 170 PhD students that we are going to produce this year. So a lot of applause for all of them. The breakdown of regular student categories shows that we'll be having 115 of them and first class, representing 16.16% increase on the total of 99 that we recorded in the year 2022-2023 session. So we have a lot of improvements. During that period, just 99, now we have 115. Hopefully, by the time we are doing this section, we'll be moving towards at least 120. (1,845) were in second class upper division, 3,044 were in the second class lower division, and 688 had first-class degree. Only 35 had a pass grade. And of course, we have 66 unclassified graduates for our medical program. The breakdown of faculty basis is shown. I may not be able to go through it one by one, but I can summarize for you that out of these, 2 faculties actually have the highest first class together, and that is Faculty of Basic Medical Sciences produced 22, as well as engineering producing another 22 first class. Followed by pharmacy having 21 first class. And this is about 50% of graduates for pharmacy had first class. The university has added 20 new programs to its pool of academic disciplines, thereby increasing the options available to prospective undergraduates and postgraduates. We have also maintained full accreditation status in all our programs. The highlight of this program would be the Convocation lecture that is titled Tech Funds and Educational Development in Nigeria. The history, the treasures, and the function. What to see without tech fund, can we see after the institution in Nigeria? That is the basis of that lecture. So we want to see where this stands for, where are they, and what will be the function. So if you still have, if you remove tech from the tertiary institution in Nigeria, you will still have another institution, especially public universities standing. And this lecture will be delivered by the Acting Executive Secretary of Bedford, and then we'll follow it up by conferment of honorary degree of Doctor of Science and a globally acclaimed consultant ophthalmologist, and the Chief Medical Director of Eye Foundation Hospital Group, in person of Dr. Agboola Olubola Azar on Friday. Let me also use this opportunity to inform members of the press that this gentleman is also starting professorial share in ophthalmology in this university with a minimum of 500 million. He's also going to start the school of high heads in this same university, apart from the professorial share. So he's following the footsteps of Baba Ujale, that is instituted to professorial share in governance, as well as having a school of governance separately from this school. So on Monday, he's going to be here to formally declare the professorial share in ophthalmology and School of Governance and School of Higher Ed together by 12 noon. This great institution is poised to give our students the best experience while molding them to be outstanding both in learning and character. I'm trying as much as possible to give all of them 3 E's that we believe this is what the university stands for. If we check the vision of the university, there are 3 keywords there: knowledge, skills, and value. That the forefathers what all students are passed through here to have. And so from there we point the 3 E's that we are talking about. We believe that if students are knowledgeable enough, they should be able to further their education. And that is the first thing. If they are skillful, they will be employable. And for them to add value to the society, they should be an employer of labor through entrepreneurship. And that is what we are pursuing vigorously in the last 3 years. We have also continued to demonstrate the shining star that we have by keeping into evolving trend in teaching and learning, as well as our research technologies. Just recently, our students emerged the first among others, and they were crowned the Artificial Intelligence School of the Year at the 2024 Data Science Nigeria Annual Book Event, and they were given a prize of $1,000 worth of books. In this area of technology, we are also making more efforts, and our researchers also won Google Academic Research Award for 2024 worth of $60,000. Our alumni are also doing exceedingly well for us. Some single-handedly donated structure to the university, and this include Barrister Shegun Ashekun Law Resource Center, Alhaji Lawal Fago Said 750 Sita Hall, Otuba Olufemi Okela Technology Center. That will be completed in the next 3 months. If you are going to the OGD hall, you see it on your right hand side. So the target by April, when the celebrity seated by day, will be commissioning that building. And a good number of the alumni chapters are said are also doing exceedingly well, including the modeling of the university main gate. This was done by the UK chapter. And then we have a glass house, one of the oldest buildings in OETH, for the College of Medicine. A class of 99 sets came back and innovated that building to the standard. Abeokuta chapter donated public address system in order to aid the teaching of our students. We continue to enjoy the support of the philanthropists. First of this kind will be the Ayodeji of the Woodland, His Royal Majesty Oba Sikiru Kayode Adétọ̀nà of GCON, and others, philanthropists, that Baba Alhaji Dr. Sulaiman Adebola Adebuwa OFR. As we speak, is also donating building worth of billions of naira at OUTH for our accident and emergency center. So as we are entering, you see that gigantic. And many others like that. We have Asiwaju Onofowokan donating physiotherapy building on the left-hand side as well, because we also start another program. We are unable to start physiotherapy program because we don't have that kind of building. But now that Asiwaju is doing that for us, then we can start the program in physiotherapy. Distinguished gentlemen of the press, we also inform you that His Excellency, the Governor of Ogun State, President Abiodun CON, will be the special guest of honor at this occasion, which is expected to attract dignitaries around the world, including scholars, as colleagues, vice-chancellors from sister universities, and eminent Nigerians from all walks of life. On behalf of Senate of this great university, I say thank you.
It's not easy to sit at that seat. That seat is very, very hot. But our Vice-Chancellor is taking it easy. For a man to have attracted multi-billion naira donations within a space of, 2 years, is a heavenly task. I got my best for you, sir. Without much ado, it's now time for questions and answers. I will call on my colleagues at this side. When you want to ask your question, you mention your name and the name of your organization. The floor is open to you. So you can signify and you'll be given the mic. Thank you.
I'm the editor of Platform Brand. So, Vice-Chancellor, yesterday I was at FUNAB. They also held a press conference to enact the Convocation. And what shocked me is that the same lecturer that you are also bringing to talk is the person they are also bringing. And is also talking on the same TED fund. So my question is, do you agree that without TED fund, many public institutions would have collapsed? That is one. Two, sir. There was an argument last year. I think you also sought your view on the allegation that private universities are now just awarding first class degree to their products so that to market their institutions. But with the body language of public institution now, like yesterday, FUNAB is 114, first class. Yours is 115. Hey, FUNAB is 120, yes. And many other public institutions like that. What is really happening? Does it mean that public institutions have woken up to know that we have to also market our products? So thank you so much.
Oh, yeah. My name is Henry Jackson, and I report for OUFM. Now, the question I wanted to ask is what he had asked, but I will change it in a way that will suit my own organization. Last week, Unilag had its own convocation, and it had over 561 first class. And this year, we're having 115. We had 99 last year. Now, how have we ensured, I'm going to use it in a past sense now, that the quality of the first class that we have produced this year will be better than that of last year? Because I know that as part of your dream of having the 3 E's, being employable, being entrepreneurial, and also adding to national value, how have we ensured that this year's first class is something we can look back at when we get to the industry and be proud of?
Good morning. My name is Bumi Agboola. I'm from Ogun State Television. The Vice-Chancellor in his address mentioned that honorary degrees were conferred on some set of people. He said best in the country. I'll just have their names. Thank you.
My name is Ayodeji. I report for OU 92.1 FM. My question is, when we look at the curriculum, the new courses introduced in OU, I want to ask, to what extent can we in OU beat our chests that our graduates are going to impact on the community in view of the dynamism involved in the 21st century that we're in now? Thank you.
We don't take for, I also said it during my speech, that one of the reasons why we invited the Terrorism Secretary to come is to come and talk this issue of tech fund, where there's the history out of the tech fund actually started, where we are and future. If we all come to that convocation, we'll be able to answer the question ourselves. Saying either yes or no here will mean that we are already preempting that convocation election. And that should not be the basis of that. It's supposed to be giving more information to the public, and public can then take decision on their own. You know, it's part of stand and gown that the university is expected to do. It's more or less a public lesson to enlighten the public and to alert them, are we doing the right thing? Is that how to form the university system? So if we all get there, we listen to him, we'll be able to add to what we know, and we can also have informed decision. So if all of us, so the member of friends are also invited on that day so that everybody will have informed decision. Now on the issue of the number of first class, the public university, I don't think, has changed. It's not about marketing. It doesn't have anything to do with marketing at all. For every, if you look at the principle of teaching and grading on skills, everything is graded such a way that you can certify those students into excellent, very good, fair, and all that. And most times, the best in the class are usually within 10 to 20%. Usually 10 to 20%. So if you look at, when you talk about the number of first class, then we need to talk in relation to the number of graduates that are producing. So if you have 115 out of 6,029, you see the percentage they are talking about. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when you look at the 120, the Fulham is also talking about, look at it in the context of the total number of the graduates. And then ditto for UNILA. You know, so it's always strange when you have, no, I just mentioned it here myself, I said about 50% of those people that we have in pharmacy and first class. And the reason is just because they are not like other programs. They can be grouped together like or classified, you know, sort of degrees. So it's not a conventional one, like every other program. So that accounts for the one we are talking about. You will look at, somebody asked about the quality. Of course, I don't joke with that one. This university will have the Directorate of Quality Assurance. And all the regulatory bodies, what they are doing is just quality assurance. And anytime you see accreditation, when they come to visit you, what they are just asking about is to ensure that you have the quality of the graduates that you yourself can be proud of. And we have not been found wanting in any of those ones. As we speak, all our programs in this university are doing full accreditation for all you see. So I can give a sense that the quality that I have here can match any university in the world. Our friend from State Television, incidentally, let me put it, unfortunately, we came late. That's why we are not able to follow the trend. Initially, we wanted to give more than one person the honorary degree, but because of the way we put the criteria for us to choose those people, a lot of people cannot do it. The condition of giving an honorary degree is becoming more stringent in this university now. We need to be sure that whoever I want to be given that award will meet that 3E that we are talking about. Because you must be able to mentor the younger ones. The person we are talking about published nothing less than 250 journal articles. So, in a way, he has satisfied the polish of the one aspect that we are talking about. Again, the total number of surgery performed by this individual is that from the eye foundation. I can say for free that the last 40 years, OOTH have not been able to produce that. That is the second one. The third one, that this individual I am talking about, without pushing him too much, is also endowed close to 1 billion naira to this university. We are going to give us a personal share of the government and also have a structure for our heads and group them so that we can also start training the middle grader that will always lack in the sector. That's an individual wants this certificate. Those are the things that we're supposed to be looking at in the academic sector. So if we want people, for instance, if I want to do any accreditation now, I can also list his name because he's an expert. It makes all the criteria that we can use in that field. And those are the type of people that we used to be looking for in any area award to be given an award. The last one is issue of curriculum and the impact on the community. I want to say for free in the last 2 years, and all the programs that we've been given during this university address the issue of the society. In fact, the strategic plan of the university that we are running for 10 years now, for all this program, what we did was to develop a questionnaire and find out what does the people really want. And in the course of doing that, we were able to discover that there's need for us to produce more professionals in this country. And so, those 20 programs we are talking about are high flyers one. And I can mention them for you for free, so that you'll be able to come and start a program in the whole. We have BSc in estate management. We have quantity survey. We have building tech. We have basic medical laboratory science, which is medical lab science. We have forensic science. In fact, the forensic science that we developed is as a result of all the problem of kidnapping, terrorism that we are talking about in the country. So we developed forensic science such a way that our students, when we eventually finish the 2+2 that we want to start running with University of Lancaster in UK, will be able to come to pass. What it means is that our students spend 3 years here, they spend 3 years at University of Lancaster, and then hold a degree of OOU and a degree of University of Lancaster. And with that, we are sure that we'll be able to solve some of the problems of this kidnapping and terrorism in this country. Again, we also discovered that we have few medical personnel in their laboratories. That's why we introduced medical lab science. And then if we go back to science here, we now unbundle computer science. So we have information technology, we have cyber security, we have industrial maths, we have software engineering, we have data science that we also running there. So these are programs that are going to help the society. In fact, we are about starting a program here now, which has to do with masters and PhD in cancer science, as well as available in many of the Nigerian universities. It's going to start. And this program, in order to make more impact, has taken me and the director of Link University of Ghana, for us to have collaboration and look at how we can start this program among ourselves within the West Africa Coast. Because we believe that the cancer that we have in the white people are quite different from the black. And there's need for us to take the movement house to solve this problem within ourselves in this country. And again, the western part of Africa. So we are also thinking of having another set of programs this year that also help the society. We are going to onboard Who Must Come, which is where people, all of you belong. So we need to have BSc journalism, BSc advertising. So we are going to onboard into 6 programs so that more of our graduates will also be beneficial into your book and be able to say that more of this impact in this country. Thank you very much.
Further questions, please.
Yeah, my name is Marco Lisa. I write for the Punch and newspapers. So maybe it's an omission. You didn't tell us the overall best graduating students, and maybe we're also having a perfect CGPA. Thank you.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Ayodeji from New Telegraph newspaper. Sir, previously, sir, you talked about forensic science and cancer science. Please, I want you to probably expatiate more on these courses, because when you look at, let me say, one of the major terminal illness that we have in the world today, aside from kidney, liver disease, the major killer in the world today is cancer. Then we have our own cancer in Nigeria, which is insecurity. You talked about forensic science, which I think it affects each and every one of us in this world. I want you to please expatiate more on that courses and educate us more, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. Bimileke Odebo, a student journalist reporting for Ayodeji newspaper, Department of Mass Communication. We read somewhere that there would be presentation of certificates for the convocators, which I believe will be a significant achievement if it is true. So we'll seek a confirmation, sir. Thank you.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Agboola from Agboola. And my question is simple. What message do you have for institutions who give out honorary degrees, and then you realize that the number of honorary degrees are actually competing with the number of the actual graduates?
I'm Ayodeji from Radio. Due to insecurity in Nigeria, we can see that in other universities now, we have all these security courses like criminology and security studies, all these related courses. Do you have such courses in like criminology and security studies? All these disputes, conflicts, all these related courses. Do you have?
This is one of the beauty of having the media people. They know how to put question and force you to come out what you want to hide. We want to force you to say it here. Initially I thought I need to hide it until the day of the convocation. but there's no for me to answer your question. The overall best students of Olabi University for this year. Of course, every year is this lady that usually becomes best now. This one is from the Department of Economics, Dauda Ayodeji, and Dauda Ayodeji and Olayinka. Department of Economics, Faculty of Social Sciences, with CGPA of 4.87. 4.87. So I can go over it again. The overall best students is Dauda Ayodeji and Olayinka. Of course, by that name, you know the guy that Ayodeji. I don't think the name will be Ayodeji. Of the Department of Economics, Faculty of Social Sciences, with CGPA of 4.87. 4.87. 4.87. We don't go into those details. We don't go into those details. Okay. The second one is the issue of the cancers that we have. Okay, let me answer the second question. No, I think it's the issue of cancer that we have. There are two cancers in Nigeria. The real cancer and the cancer of terrorism and kidnapping. We are tackling the two together. And as I said, all the programs that are running in this university are emanated as a result of our own empirical findings of what we're supposed to have to the society. Apart from forensic, we also doing criminology. We are doing criminology, basic criminology. We introduce basic criminology and basic forensic science at the same time. In addition to this, we believe that we can solve a lot of problems because in this country, conflict resolution is also part of what is causing the problem among the boundaries that we have. And so we are partnering with Rotary to also have short courses for people, the elderly people. We are lecturing them for so that we can teach them on how to resolve conflicts among themselves. And we signed an MOU with them, with the Rotary, and they are the one paying for people that want to come for it. So individuals does not really need to come and pay. So the Rotary pay for them in batches for 3 months training for everybody like ballet and all those things that need to know how to resolve conflicts in themselves. So we try as well to start among the mothers so that because that is where we always have more problems in our communities. And we've started now, this will be the 3rd month, I think, that this program is already on. For the forensic proper, we are getting there because we are also doing it in a more unique way. We are getting some experts from the police to also be part of that training. Because you need a practical experience for you to be able to do it well when you are actually graduated from here. So we've got the service of one of them who's also a pathologist. He's a trained pathologist, forensic pathology in the police force to join the training of these students. Again, our collaboration with Vice Chancellor is also on top tier now. We have signed the MOU with them such a way that our students can also have practical experience of how they tackle terrorism over there. I was there myself with the director of Brigade, saw how they are doing it in UK. And I believe if we go through those processes, it will be better for the country in solving terrorism and conflict resolution. Now for the cancer proper, unfortunately I'm talking to the converted. All my life I worked on cancer. And I know some of you were also there when I gave my declaration, which has to do with racial differences in cancer. And it took us a long time to start because we want to ensure that we have enough equipment and the personnel to do it. Now, the time is right. We have one of the best equipment in this university to do so. And those equipment can compete favorably with those ones that are made use of when I was at National Party. And so I'm very sure, very sure, that in no longer distant time, we'll be able to solve that problem of cancer in this university. The problem is well known to all of us. The issue is knowledge on how to tackle it. The curriculum that we are using, we develop it here. And that is going to be the BIMA that services is going to be making use of. And we divided it into 3 areas. And I'm very sure that if we implement it well, we'll solve this problem. Culture is also part of the problem in this part of the world. And I keep on saying everywhere. You can't ask a wife or someone to expose his breast or a private part to somebody that is not known to the family. Unless it is absolutely necessary. That another time you can't do anything anymore. Because by the time you shake the size of a lump and it's up to this, my finger tips, which is 2 cm, can't do anything with it to that cancer. It must have gone far. So that's why I said culture is part of our problem. And if you ask the husband to shake it, he'll be shaking something else. You will be shaking the exact thing that you ask him to go and shake it. So now that the economy is up there, even the man will be afraid to go and check. Let me check. Before you know it, they are treating something else. It's not showing up in the house. So, until we are able to reduce it to something that everybody will be able to check it on their own, we are getting there. We are working as closely toward that direction. Again, the issue of certificate, we will not say what we are not going to do. I'm about signing the old certificates now. They are ready. We are signing all students will go home on that day with their certificates and their transcripts. We are going to solve this problem once and for all. We know that part of the problem that gives us bad image is visual transcript. So if we start with this set and give them their own transcript that they are going, maybe that's solving a lot of problems. So on that day, they will go with both the certificate and the transcript. Is that an issue? If you look at my DVC account, all my students will go to this ceremony on that day. So I don't call you to say, when you say you have not gone to OU, you'll be able to show, on that day, I was given this one. That same day, we are going to train the students differently. They are going to have a locker on it. They will give them a folder. That folder will contain both the certificate and the license. It's going to be. And the last day, all the first class will be given a plaque. We're going to appreciate them. We'll put their name there. We'll put the name of every one of them that belong to that 115, and I will hand over the plaque on behalf of the Senate to each one of them. One by one. They will line up and give it to them. So we are going to let them know that we appreciate their efforts. They work for it, and they should be appreciated. I'm not going to celebrate honoring degree awardees more than the regular one. So I'm trying to answer the question of the Eagle FM now. What we are raising has been discussed at the AUC and as well as the CBC. And there's a position paper on that. Then we have a policy on it. We hope all the Vice-Chancellors will comply. There are some criteria, there are very stringent criteria that they must follow for you to actually give that award. In fact, we are not expected to give more than 3 years. And for you to even get to that today, if you follow that condition, it's very rare for you to make it. It's for those that are outstanding. You can, everything that we are doing, academics, they want to see. Because I wanted the degree for these people. They want to see it. They want to see that you also adding value to the academics. You know, so this, for instance, this is what I'm giving now. Apart from the endowment that's going to do, you can also teach. You can also participate in the research. If somebody has published up to that extent I'm talking about. You can also demonstrate the skill before the students. You can be in the theater and operate, and the student will see what is also doing. So it is not about how much you give, but you yourself. Can students look up to you? I want to be just the way you are. All these have to be factored into it. Because you ask the Senate award degrees, both in learning and in character. So if I want to give honorary degree to anybody, I must also be sure what is the level of integrity of such an individual. Because in terms of learning, you can only quantify some level. Because I didn't assess such individual. But I was able to assess the level of integrity. And when it's done, it's also very stringent. Like I said, you get the CV of such individual, you present it to Senate of that university for them to consider it. And there's always a committee of Senate and Council to look at it as well, chairman and Vice-Chancellor. So the process is not just I'm picking somebody from outside and okay, I'll give you that award. So it's long, you know. And in this university alone, I can tell you for free, we have more than 100 professors. This is where they sit to take decisions. These are hollow chamber. So if you have 100 professors seated here, all of them are not skilled I mean, on one side. Or maybe at least somebody was to take it about it. So if I actually follow the rules, the university has, based on their committee system that they run, they should get perfection in all that. Because the ordinary degree that we are talking about here today, the process that follow it to award a single degree to one student is massive. To consider the results, you have to go through at least 4 stages before you get to Senate. After the department, you go to faculty, you go to 2 arms of Senate. There's a regional committee of Senate, business committee of Senate. Before the Senate themselves, look at every one of them and say, okay, can we give this degree? So it's the quality, that's why I'm saying that I'm not sure that the quality of the university graduates will diminish the nearest future. If they continue to use the same method that we are still using up to today, it will not. And I want to believe that I'll be able to answer all your questions and we'll all be happy.
Thank you very much, sir. Can we give Mr. Vice-Chancellor the press briefing is almost coming to an end, and I have a simple job to do now, and that is to give the vote of thanks. And I want to start, from Mr. Vice-Chancellor. I want to, I said transcript, certificate is already there, but we are talking about transcript. I'm now emphasizing on the innovation. This is unprecedented in Nigeria. This will be the first university that will give transcript on the day of graduation. In that, many universities, including OOU, we have issues of transcripts, but now is a forgotten issue. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, we thank you for that innovation. I equally want to thank the principal officers and the management staff, including the deans and provosts, because without giving their support, we cannot achieve so much. So we thank you for your support and for your presence here. At the same time, I want to thank the distinguished Senate members. We heard that we have produced 115 first-class graduates. It's not easy. If not for your input, Mr. Vice-Chancellor and other principal officers, they cannot come there and produce these first-class students. It's because of your hard work, industry, and your supervision, and your resilience. That is why we have been able to achieve so much. We want to thank you for this. If the results are not ready on time, we won't be talking about convocation. This is the end product of our industry. So we want to thank you for the marvelous job that you have been doing. And we thank you also for your presence here. To my constituency, I thank you immensely for your presence. I thank you for the risk coming all the way from Lagos and Abeokuta. Most of them are from Lagos and Abeokuta, and many of them are line editors. In fact, I have to convince some of them and appeal to them to please come, because today is their editorial day. They will have to prepare, their work. So I want to thank you for your commitment, and I want to say, sir, that I've been so lucky, to work with this, core of media men over the years. Very, very good and very, very supportive to the university. I don't want to single out anybody. Let me say, I'm very, very grateful and happy to see you here with us. And sir, in this, era of digital media, the stories and the activities that are happening right here are already on the internet. If some of you open your phone, you will see it. And that is what we are talking about. That these media men, they are top-rated ones. And I want to thank them for their service. Once again, I want to thank everybody. Members of the Academic Ceremonies Committee, I can never forget you. You are wonderful. You are great. You are the best committee in this university. I thank you all for your attention. Group photograph, please. Group photograph, it will be done in face.
Thank you. The proposal should down to much received for that. Present, including the heads of parliament. Thank you very much. Media, the group photograph involving the